Viva Las Vegas for King of England. Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, the media guy, back with another one of my wonderful movie reviews. And if you couldn't tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on a certain John Goodman movie that you probably don't even know about, called King Ralph. But you might be wondering what this movie is all about. Here's the description. When a freak accident wipes out an entire royal family, an exhaustive search of the bloodline reveals a distant heir. Ralph Jones, played by John Goodman. A good-natured, down-to-earth Las Vegas lounge singer, Ralph is quickly given a crash course in royal manners by his very proper private secretary, Willingham, played by Peter O'Toole. While Ralph's unconventional behavior delights the public, it also provides a fuel for fiendish plot by Lord Graves, played by John Hurt, to oust the new king. To make matters worse, Ralph's affection for a stripper with stage fright, Camilla Cordar, if I'm saying that right, threatens to tarnish his royal image beyond repair. Oh, I smell trouble. It's up to the former Las Vegas entertainer to redeem himself in a manner befitting a king in this warm-hearted comedy from Academy Award-winning writer and director David S. Ward. Now I gotta admit, this is a pretty hilarious movie. A very interesting plot with a beginning, middle, and end. Does have a fantastic cast of characters, especially John Goodman here as Ralph Jones. I love how it takes place in the United Kingdom. There's a lot of funny moments and shenanigans throughout most of the movie. And I think, and the music is also pretty relaxing too. Mainly the British music. Ba 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 bum ba 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 bum. The idea of an American man being part of a royal family is kind of interesting too. So I guess it is revealed that Ralph Jones, a Las Vegas entertainer, is like the last heir of the royal family due to a freak accident, which involves the electrical system of the camera exploding, which somehow managed to kill everyone in an instant. Yeesh. I've heard of having the shock of your life, but this is ridiculous. They literally had the shock of their lives. Ooh. If you guys have saw the movie, you pretty much know what I mean. Again, it is kind of funny seeing Ralph getting used to being the new King of England. Even if he has his own certain Las Vegas style, if you know what I mean, when it comes to being the King of England. I guess he's sort of like a fish out of water, since he was mostly born and raised in Las Vegas and Nevada and North America. And I guess he was getting used to like the different time zones, mainly in the United Kingdom, since I assume that in the United Kingdom it's like probably 6 to 8.5 hours ahead of North America time or something. Yeah, also all different countries around the world have certain time zones. It is cute that Ralph falls in love with a club performer named Miranda, played by Camille Coduri, if I'm saying her name right. I don't know. I probably butchered it. And at first, when she first meets Ralph, she sort of had her doubts about Ralph being the King of England. Which honestly, I don't blame her. I really don't. Well, that's another thing. I think I mentioned this a little bit ago, but Ralph does go through a lot of training on what it's like to become the King of England. And trust me, it's something he hasn't gotten used to. Yeah, throughout most of the movie, he was kind of a noob at this whole King of England thing. Which I don't blame him. I mean, it's not common for someone in America to be the king or queen of another country. Like, say, if I was gonna become like an American boy like me started to become like the Prince of India or something, I would have to get used to the different customs of India and what type of food they eat. Speaking of which, Ralph even has to get used to some of the food that the people in the United Kingdom eat, like bangers and mash and whatnot. But hey, it doesn't hurt to try something new every day. Now, I never been to the United Kingdom before at all, so I don't know what it's like. But because I haven't been to the United Kingdom, so I don't know what the food over there tastes like. Because, well, I guess even if I did, my taste buds would have to get used to the food in the United Kingdom. And no disrespect to anyone who lives in the United Kingdom. I'm just saying. And let's just say there's some sneaky shenanigans going on around here. Like the Lord Graves hired some photographer to take pictures of Miranda and Ralph together. And let's just say some kind of part of some kind of sinister scandal that would make both of them look like fools. Don't you just hate it when that happens? There's always that certain someone trying to make someone else look like fools. I won't get into much spoilers about the aftermath. Because, well, you guys would have to watch the movie to find out. I also like how Ralph was playing Good Golly Miss Molly in front of a crowd of people at the ball. Because keep in mind, he is an American man who grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm guessing he was more like the rock and roll type person. And I'm guessing it's something the people of the United Kingdom haven't gotten used to yet. Because they're probably into like classical music. Whereas Americans are into like the old school retro rock and roll type songs. Mainly from the Blues Brothers or Elvis Presley. I'm all shook up. And I kind of find myself jamming along to the song Good Golly Miss Molly. I guess it shows that John Goodman himself has quite a fantastic singing voice. I don't blame him. I'm wondering if he is like a good singer in real life. If I ever get a chance to meet John Goodman at a comic book convention, I might ask him what it was like to work on King Ralph, and if he is actually a good singer and dancer. I'm just taking a wild guess. And speaking of which, I am familiar with John Goodman for a while now. He was Fred Flintstone in the live-action Flintstones movie, which will be released in theaters 3 years later. He was in Blues Brothers 2000 as Big Mac, which will also be released like 7 years later. But you might know him better as James P. Sullivan from the Monsters, Inc. franchise, since I assume that's like one of his famous TV and movie roles ever. Just saying. So overall, I think King Ralph is a funny British comedy movie for everyone to enjoy. Mainly everyone who lives in the United Kingdom. Because it feels like this is the type of movie everyone should enjoy. So I'll give this movie 5 British crowns out of 5. Since it is a wonderful movie. And if I ever happen to find a DVD copy of this movie, maybe I might do like a second look, aka revisit edition review someday. Depending on what I'm doing. So do you guys have any fond memories of this movie? Just feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And stay tuned for more movie reviews just like this one.